This might be a different video than the one I posted before, but I've been meaning to do this video a while. I already did it, and I think I deleted it because of sound or audio problems. So I'll make sure I do this again. Now, this is also pertaining off of the one, I guess, where the video where the guy was like, but he doesn't believe that most of the women are dying by people that they met and all that other stuff, and like the black woman had to basically bring out like different individual stories and all that other stuff, and not even about that. It's about how people look at violence. And a lot of people look at violence as a bad thing. I've always said violence is not a bad thing. Violence is a necessary. And a lot of people don't like that because because in most of men's answers, let's just say, like, because things like this do happen to women, where like they encounter a dude. Let's just say like the dude tries to get their number, and like she says no, and she says no nicely, like, no, I'm not interested, thank you, no. And the dude, he catches the attitude and he tries to, you know, do something to harm her or some shit like that. I never go against those stories because I know they happen. Like, I know it happened to personal people. I know it happened to people personally. But usually my answer is usually like either prevention or violence. So either don't go there no more, or, you know, because, you know, people is just like, what if I want to take a jog at 12 a.m. and midnight in Central Park? And my ass is like, why the fuck would you want to jog at 12 a.m. when no one can see you and you easily get kidnapped? And, you know, people, you know, and, you know, people get mad when I have that answer. Or when they say, I'm afraid to walk down the drain by myself. You should carry a weapon with you. You should carry, you know, some mace, some spray. Hell, it's like if your state allows it, carry a gun with you. A little 38 special, excuse me. A little 38 special, a little pew pew, and get them the fuck off you. Some people don't like that. Why do I have to carry a gun? Do y'all understand that, like? And I want women to understand it, because you always say the world is dangerous for you women. And I agree. I 100% agree. The world is dangerous. And I've been saying this since that. No shit. It is dangerous for y'all women. That's why we give y'all these answers. I'm not saying they're 100% preventable, because if it was 100% preventable, we would give you the 100% preventable answer. But we kind of give you what, you know, without you breaking the law, we'll try to give you the best. Men usually try to give you the best answer possible, and sometimes it is violence. And a lot of people don't like violence, but I'm just like, violence is not a bad thing, because people, you know, even saying the word violence, it sounds aggressive, it sounds bad, but it's not a bad thing. It is a necessary sometimes. Sometimes in order to get to a person to stop fucking with you, you need to sometimes resort to violence. You know, say violence is never the answer. It's like bullshit. Bullshit. How many times where, like, motherfuckers say, hey, this dude keep bullying me, and sometimes the answer is just like, you gotta fight your bullies, and after a while, you know, the bully stop bullying you. Oh no, this nigga fight back. Oh no, it's like when you whip the bully's asses, all of a sudden he don't fuck with you no more. You know, with again, it's not. Is the answer 100% preventable? No, no answer is 100% preventable. Sometimes as men, we'll try to give you the best advice to the best of your ability. It's like, you know, this is why, like, people like Sergeant Willie Pete say, get your gun. You know, you should, if you have a house, you should get a gun for protection. Now, you can use violence as protection. Like, if someone breaks into your house, you're not going to go down there with no weapon. You're going to go down there with a gun. Because someone is trespassing, they obviously, out of trespassing, they trying to take something, or they want to do harm to you. What do? You have to protect your family, right? And sometimes that is resorting to violence. Now, again, if we're going by Kung Fu, It's usually discipline. Like they teach you these moves. You gotta look at You gotta kind of look at it as like how kung fu masters used to teach their kids kung fu. Now it's not to be aggressive. It's not to pick fights. It's not even to look for fights. It is for discipline. And it's for in case someone tries you, you can wata a motherfucker off and some shit like that. Like Wing Chun is all defensive. It's not really like meant to be aggressive fighting technique. It's just that these moves is going to get you off a motherfucker. Just wah wah wah. Because Wing Chun is very defensive. If anybody understands, but it's also necessary because sometimes motherfuckers want to fight with you and then you got to throw a punch. And for women, sometimes, yes, men are physically stronger than you. Men are physically bigger. They're really physically stronger sometimes. Now, you're 4'11". What the fuck you going to do with a 6-foot nigga that is coming after you sometimes? Sometimes, hey, you might have to carry a weapon on you. If not mace, some tasers, something that will at least get you off, and then you can run for your fucking lives or some shit like that, or a little like I said, a little 30 special, a little pew pew, or a knife, just slice a motherfucker. I know women that's good with the switchblade. They'll fucking keep a switchblade under their tongue and play with the shit, and then $150 a motherfucker. Like sometimes it is unnecessary. Violence is sometimes it is unnecessary. It's not the end all be all, but it's sometimes necessary. Now I know feminists like to do this because men like to go to wars. I say, but these same wars protect you from your rights. The same wars men fight are the same wars that are protecting you for your rights. That's why I tell feminists all the fucking time. And it's just like, men used to go to war. And that's why I like women when they say it's not always a man, but it's not all men, but it's always a man. But I can tell you so many times where a woman done sent they dudes or they sent their friends to go jump a nigga. Like it's all because she don't like a motherfucker. You don't think women are violent? Go watch Baddies. Matter of fact, go watch Baddies Africa. I don't watch the show, but I keep up with some of the bullshit. And a lot of them say a lot of these girls are fighting for no fucking reason. But that's been Baddies for like the start. And I've been saying that about the Bad Girls Club. It's just like, it's episode 1 and y'all already fighting each other. Why are you fighting? Y'all don't know each other. Men, look, I was in a boot camp. Look, this is coming from a man that was in boot camp with 88 men, right? There's 88 men in the boot camp. 13 of them were SEAL candidates. And yet none of us got into a fight. Couple almost. There's a couple motherfuckers, and there's a couple motherfuckers in there that can fight too. Like I don't know if I told this story about he was like 5'3", 5'4" Filipino motherfucker named Jay Conani. And this motherfucker, he about 5'3", 5'4", could fuck a motherfucker up. Because this not only, first off, when he took his shirt off, he built like a fucking tank. Like you wouldn't understand that nigga was like motherfucking Bruce Lee. He was like he had the tree shit, and like the motherfucker athletic as fuck. The nigga, I swear to you, the motherfucker had a 40-inch vertical. I don't know if I told the story that I was fucking with him one time where I was like, I threw a fake punch. I walked off. I turned around. This motherfucker, he threw a high knee to me that was so close to my face. It didn't touch me, but it was so close to my face that I was like, I stood still. I stood still. I said, this little motherfucker could have killed me. It's like, I don't like if Jay, if you ever hear this, Conani, if you ever hear this, it's like that, and that's how I first met the motherfucker, because I thought he was just some little Filipino motherfucker. And then one time when we took a shower, I was like, yeah, this nigga is motherfucking. He's like built like he's like a little 5'3" fucking tank or some shit like that. This nigga is like Greek, but he told me he was fighting most of his life. Like he knows how to fight in the streets and all that other stuff. So he was really good at fighting. And I had another dude that he was like same height, 5'3", 5'4", Muay Thai kickboxer. His name is Lawrence Barrett. It was a Muay Thai kickboxer, and he was good at what the fuck he did. And like I asked him to teach me some Muay Thai moves. So we was in the head, which is the bathroom. But we was in the head and we was in the showers because that was like where the most of the rooms is. And he was teaching me Muay Thai moves. He was teaching me just basic shit. He was teaching me Muay Thai. When I tell you this nigga, like, everything was on point. Like, everything was sharp and on point and all that stuff. That shit had, there was movement, there was fluidity, there was like this, like, you could tell he fucked some motherfuckers up. And he told me he used to professionally fight. It was like he turned, like, when I met him, he turned his life over to Christ. Don't get me wrong, he's not a violent person, but he was just like, but you know, when he was fighting, like, they had to ban him because they felt like he was going to kill a motherfucker. Let's just say that he was that good. Like, it was like killed. I guess he had that kill to be killed mentality. But if he ever sees this, he could probably tell that story too. But shout out to him, because that motherfucker was teaching me some shit, and I was like, God damn, this motherfucker can move. And I was like, and he about, I don't know, like I said, he about 5'3", 5'4", and some shit like that. But that motherfucker, like, pound for pound, he will fuck a motherfucker up. And the thing is, I've always been around people that can whip my ass. I've never been ashamed to say that because I'm around some killers. I would say that I say that shit proudly. Nigga, I know some killers. Like, my man Thomas, I call him Black Boy, White Boy. He know he is. Travi, call him Travi, or, you know, call him Black Boy, White Boy. I think he do kickboxing. I think he did Muay Thai. Like, he either did karate, Muay Thai, or kickboxing. But that man, he built like a fucking tank too. Like, and but the sweetest motherfucking guy you will ever meet. Sweetest motherfucking guy. When he's drunk though, that nigga used to look for me and used to slap the hell out my back. Pause. But he was just like, bang, dude. And I feel like, and I wince because the shit will hurt. Every time he get drunk, because when I met him, he was 20. He don't know how to hold his liquor, so he started winning drinking with me. So I basically made sure he was good. But that motherfucker used to come back and slap the hell out my back, and just like, and at the while, I think he started doing it on purpose. Because every time he get drunk, he go, bang, dude. I was like. I look like Ricky in Boys in the Hood when he got shot. It was just that motherfucker hurt. So I said, I don't care if you 6 foot or 5'3". I was like, if you a motherfucking fighter, you a motherfucking fighter. And you know, pound for pound, like, I know some motherfuckers. Like I said, I know some motherfuckers on the 5'5" that will fuck you up real time. Try it. Try it. This is why I like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, he was like, they say he was 5'10", maybe 5'9" without the shoes, maybe 5'10" average height. Motherfucking knocking out motherfucking 6 feet. Because you know how all the women talk about, I want a 6 feet man that would knock a motherfucker out. You know, all this stuff. Then you have Mike Tyson 5'9", 5'10", knocking motherfuckers out, considered the baddest man on the planet. Yes, he lost to Lennox. Yes, he lost to Evander. But these were people that was in his rounds, and even they know that that motherfucker will knock you out if you don't play with him. Mike Tyson, 5'9", 5'10", dealing with heavyweights, over 6 feet. Think about that. But you know, overall, it's just like violence is not a bad. I don't want people to look at violence as a bad thing, because violence is necessary. Maybe it's another word for it that I probably don't understand, but you know, but sometimes violence is unnecessary to sometimes get shit done, even if fighting for the things you want. Sometimes you got to be violent just so people can be non-violent, if that makes sense to you. And I tell people, some people just need to be punched, and especially in this internet era, because people like say whatever the fuck they want and realize that they're not getting punched in the mouth for it. Some people need to get punched in the mouth for it too. But that's just me. That's just how I feel. Now, maybe violence isn't the word I should be using, but maybe it should be other words. But as far as I'm concerned, violence is necessary. But like I said, it's just like most people a lot of people I've told you about that, you know, that are, I would say, killers. They're very disciplined people, very disciplined in what the fuck they do. but they will fuck you up in a minute. So there's another word for that. Just say it. But as far as I'm concerned, I just look at it as saying violence is sometimes violence is necessary. And that's my thoughts on that. I don't now with this before I go with this saying this. That don't mean I don't want people going around beating the hell out of each other. I really don't. Like sometimes it is you need to pick your spots when to crash out. That's what I'm just going to say. Because a lot of people like we're in this day where everybody's just crashing out and some shit like that. And to me, it's just like sometimes it's understandable, but also there are times where I feel like you need to pick a spot when to crash out. Like you can't just be crashing over everything. Sometimes because you have to show people that you do have to show people that you have control over yourself. So with that being said, you got to pick your spots when to crash out. And that is my that's my bottom line. That is my final thoughts. Let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.